Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Garcelle Beauvais makes a bold statement following her RHOBH exit. Do it for you. RHOBH's Garcelle Beauvais also shared a look at what she's been up to since leaving the show. Garcelle Beauvais isn't looking back as she navigates her new chapter away from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The multi-hyphenate announced her departure from the series on March 25, and she's since been spending time with her family and serving looks. The mom of three posted a carousel of images from a recent photo shoot on her Instagram feed on April 22. Girl, do it if I were you, she captioned the shots. Kathy Hilton, who is one of two RHOBH castmates, who Garcelle still follows on Instagram, commented a series of fire emojis underneath the post. After part 3 of the reunion aired on April 15, Garcelle unfollowed castmates Kyle Richards, Dorit Kemsley, Erica Jane, and Bazoma St. John on Instagram. She now only follows Kathy and fellow season 14 friend Jennifer Tilly. Sutton, who had a strong friendship with Garcelle throughout her time on RHOBH, responded to the social media move in a statement to page 6. I can only imagine that she needs a clean break right now. I love her and am giving her the space she needs, Sutton told the outlet, adding, I know that she is going to move through this next chapter with grace and success. As mentioned, Garcelle has been getting in a lot of family time with her sons, Oliver Saunders, Jade Nilan, and Jax Nilan, since confirming her exit. Garcelle closed out March by spending a weekend with her twins at her home in Malibu. Sunday filled with gratitude, she wrote on Instagram on March 30. She also wrote the word peace in the sand. She later spent Easter with Jade, Oliver's girlfriend Shantai Paranata, and his newborn daughter, Valerie Marie Saunders, at home. Happy Easter from us to you, she wrote in an Instagram post shared on April 20 of her family gathering. We are missing Jax, who is in Hawaii for a volleyball tournament, and grandson Oliver Jr. The diamond holder, who appeared on the show for 5 seasons, confirmed her exit on Instagram after a difficult season 14. She said that she wanted to be more present for her twins' senior year of high school and to focus on her next career endeavors. Jackson Jade's last year of high school is next year, and I want to be a part of that, she said in her statement, adding that Jade has been doing more modeling. And Jade is starting a new career, and I want to be a part of that too. She continued, secondly, I have the most exciting projects that I am developing, producing, and acting in. I can't tell you anything right now, but you'll know soon. Find out what Lisa Vanderpump had to say about Garcelle's RHOBH departure. When Garcelle Beauvais first stepped onto the glitter-dusted stage of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she brought with her more than just glamour. She brought authenticity, laughter, and a voice that resonated far beyond the manicured lawns of 90,210. But this week, fans were met with a wave of mixed emotions as Garcelle confirmed her departure from the franchise that had become both a platform and a pressure cooker. Yet, as always, she didn't exit quietly. She exited in style, elegant, composed, and with a statement that echoed far beyond reality TV screens. Do it for you. It wasn't just a soundbite. It was a mantra, a call to action, a bold reclaiming of self. A new chapter begins. The air was warm in Los Angeles that morning, the kind that hangs heavy with possibility. Garcelle posted a photo to her Instagram, a sun soap selfie, all natural glow and poise. The caption was short, powerful, and dripping with intention. Growth comes when you choose yourself. I'm leaving RHOBH with love in my heart, memories in my pocket, and no regrets. Whatever you're putting off, do it for you. Fans flooded the comments. Tears, Hearts. Queen energy. Your voice mattered. Thank you for standing in your truth. While some were surprised, those who had followed her arc saw it coming. The tension of being the lone voice of reason, and at times the lone voice of color, in a sea of chaos was never lost on viewers. But Garcelle, she handled it with grace. And now she's shifting her spotlight. Not away from the camera, but towards something more profound. Herself. From coming to America to co-hosting The Real, Garcelle has built a legacy brick by brick, moment by moment. Her time on RHOBH was more than just diamonds and drama. It was a masterclass in composure. She never yelled the loudest. She rarely threw the first verbal punch, but when she spoke, it landed. Her decision to leave wasn't a retreat, it was a revolution. A reminder that representation doesn't mean carrying the burden alone. I've been the first in so many rooms, she told Variety in a recent interview. That's heavy. But being the only one. And sometimes, choosing joy over obligation is the most radical thing you can do. What comes next, of course, Garcelle isn't disappearing. She's just redirecting her energy. Rumors swirl of a production company launch focused on stories by and for Black women. A second memoir may be in the works. Her sons, now teenagers, are growing up fast, and she's making more room for motherhood in real time, not just as a subplot on Bravo. I want to create stories that empower. I want to spend more time in spaces where I don't have to defend my existence. I want peace and passion and power, not petty fights over table placements. Fans are already calling for a Garcelle-led talk show, a Netflix drama, a lifestyle brand. Maybe all three. One thing's clear. Garcelle Beauvais is no longer waiting for permission to step into her fullness. Do it for you. A rallying cry. When women, especially Black women, choose themselves, the world often gasps. But Garcelle's choice wasn't selfish. It was sacred. In a time when the world spins fast and loud, when validation is often tied to likes and contracts, her simple message hits like a meditation bell. Do it for you. Not for the ratings, not for the fans, not for the validation that vanishes with the next episode, but for the version of you that dreams at night, the version that needs rest, the version that deserves more than survival. Her departure is a quiet revolution, not with fireworks, but with clarity. And sometimes, clarity is louder than any reunion showdown. A legacy of quiet power. In truth, Garcelle didn't need RHOBH. RHOBH needed Garcelle. Her poise challenged chaos. Her questions exposed bias. Her story expanded the narrow lens of what housewife could mean. Even in her final season, as the drama spun its usual web, Garcelle remained grounded. When others performed, she observed. When others gossiped, she reflected. And when it was time to go, she did so without slamming doors, just opening new ones. That's the thing about power. Real power doesn't scream. It doesn't beg to be seen. It simply is residing in the decision to walk away when the cost becomes too high. From housewife to heroine, Garcelle's statement has become a screensaver quote, a morning journal prompt, a movement in miniature. Do it for you is not just her goodbye, it's her gift. A seed planted in every woman watching, every person who's ever second-guessed their intuition in favor of approval. She's proof that you can rise, fall, rise again, and exit with grace intact and spirit unbroken. So here's to Garcelle Beauvais, not just the actress, not just the housewife, but the visionary, the mother, the muse, the woman who walked away from the drama not because she couldn't handle it, but because she no longer needed it. And to you, reader, what's your RHOBH? Is it a job that drains you? A relationship that stifles you? A role you've outgrown? Maybe today is the day you take Garcelle's cue. Maybe you pause. Maybe you pivot. Maybe, just maybe, you choose you. Do it for you. Because if Garcelle has taught us anything, it's that the boldest move isn't staying where you no longer shine. It's knowing when to take your leg elsewhere. And baby, the spotlight is always waiting.